Hello and Assalamu alaikum. I'm Nazia Amir and going to discuss a new topic which is the communication. What is communication? The transference and understanding of meaning. The communication process. The steps between a source and a receiver that result in the transference and understanding of meaning. Variables affecting the communication process: nature of the message, background of sender, background of receiver, relationship between sender and receiver, time of day, unusual circumstances of those communicating. Elements of the communication process: the sender, the receiver, the medium, the message, and the last one is the feedback. Encoding. What is encoding? It is a process that involves translating the thoughts or information into words, signs, or symbols. What is decoding? It occurs when the receiver interprets the message and gives it meaning from his or her own perspective. Communication flows. Three types of communication flow. Downward lets managers direct activities of employees. Upward, help managers monitor performance and obtain ideas. Lateral/horizontal, promotes flow between departments or among peers, helps employees to do their job efficiently, depends on the degree of cross-functional interaction required by the organization. Downward communication. Now I am giving you the in detail. It is used by administrative office managers to keep their subordinates informed, give them job related instructions, provide subordinates with feedback regarding their job performance. What is upward communication? It is used by employees to convey to their supervisors their feelings, ideas, aspirations, and attitudes. And what is horizontal communication? Takes place between individuals of equal hierarchical rank and is more informal than either downward or up communication. The grapevine, which is a very important area for each organization or for the communication also. It is a type of informal communication. It is often a fast and surprisingly accurate communication process. Management sometimes uses the grapevine to assess employee reaction to a proposed change. Reasons people join small groups. Why do people join groups? Synergy, the idea that two heads are better than one. Support and commitment, people are more willing to take on larger commitments with a group. Interpersonal needs, affection, relationship, inclusion, establish identity with others, control, exercise leadership and prove abilities. Non-verbal communication, which is also a big area of communication. By non-verbal communication, we mean all communication that involves neither the written nor spoken word, but which occurs without the use of words. In non-verbal communication, we are concerned with such things as body movements, space, time, voice or rhythm, inflection, as well as general characteristics of the environment. Non-verbal communication is expressed by body language, time, paralanguage, proxemics. What is body language? Body language involves function of eye contact, seeking feedback, opening communication, signaling nature of relationship, listening, physical distance. Function of eye avoidance, help others maintain privacy, signal lack of interest, block unpleasant stimuli, enhance other senses. Body language also involves eye contact, gestures, kinesics, which is posture, oculesics, which is facial expression, and tactilics, which is touch. Paralanguages involves speaking range, intrusions, speaking rate, pitch, pauses, volume. Proxemics involves structure of territory and space, sitting arrangements, ambience of the room, artifacts and objects in the room. Space communication, which is also called proxemics, spatial distances, intimate 0 to 18 inch, personal 18 inch to 4 feet, social 4 feet to 12 feet, public 12 feet to 25 feet. Time of day involves time of day in which communication takes place, promptness with which an appointment gets underway, meeting deadlines. Barriers to effective communication: taking things or people for granted, incorrect assumptions regarding subordinate interest, characteristics of upward, downward and horizontal communication, semantics means word meanings, perception of something. Listening styles, which is positive or maybe negative. Positive means active, empathetic. Negative means emotive, defensive, judgmental. Elements of the listening process. We have three elements of the listening process. Number one, internal elements. The listener has to be able to hear the message. The listener has to be able to attach proper meaning to the words in the message. Contextual elements are concerned with the environment in which communication occurs, are affected by noise, time constraints, accessibility of sender and receiver to each other and to the communication channel being used. Relationship elements, a cordial relationship enhances the listening process. Here I am going to end my video. If you like my video, do not forget to subscribe my channel and press the bell icon so you get notified when I post new content. Thank you.